Oh, baby, Merlene is a whole segment.
Merlene is
She's a thing. Believe me, she's crazy.
Five,
You'll see in a minute.
4,
Pray for us.
3, 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, Houston and surrounding continents.
Good morning.
I don't know what day it is, but it's Monday. We're in February.
Yes, we are.
Wait,
We are
what
here.
is the date for real like?
The
It is
10th.
the 10th.
It's the 10th.
Thank you. Wait, I hear the mics are hot. Hold on.
No, they're hot.
Your mic sounds nice.
Maybe
Hell of a
it's
being busy.
my volume. It's a great day to have a great day with you. Welcome to Monday morning. What?
Love.
HOH, love is
Our arsenal.
You are listening now to Rise Up and Pray. We love you so much. You could be anywhere else, but hopefully you're here. Right at this moment, we have a lot to talk about. I'm here with the Hope Overheard family right now, right? And this is HOH Digital Radio 77.7, the station that prays, and it's already in you, meaning the Spirit of the Most High is right there in the mix. Amen?
Amen.
But not only that, we laugh, we talk, we reflect, we pray, and we repeat.
Yes.
And I just ask that you are just here with us in spirit, right?
Yep.
We have a lot to discuss this morning. The Bible says also, don't forget, listen, 22 and 46 of Luke, rise up and pray to what? Resist temptation. That simply means get your vibe right. How many of you want to get your vibe right?
I do.
Right? Get your vibe right. Be on about this thing. And we have a special, I don't know how to say it. Is it guest or?
No, she's family.
She's family.
We got family in town.
We got family in town.
We got family in town.
Hold on, okay, wait. Is it just me? L. Okay, aha! Aha! I couldn't tell who was here. It sounded like 81L.
It's just a matter of time.
But it was two. It was both people talking
Elle
at
is
once.
here today.
No, but it was-
8100 is
was
on.
mixed.
I give you 30 seconds.
It was mixed. You were sounding, when you said we have a guest, it was 81 and L in the same voice. I heard it. That means we need
Well,
medication.
if you call me out, you know I'll come out sometimes. I try to keep
was
it in.
less than 30 seconds.
I'm trying to tell you.
Good morning, good morning.
You can hear both. Is it just me? Did anybody else hear them two people?
You understand, you know, because you got the spirit of South Park in you now. You understand the calligraphy.
Calligraphy?
The vocabulary.
Or the calligraphy? Which
yes,
one?
right. The vocabulary calligraphy.
I just know she's
of South Park.
bipolar. That's all I know.
Okay, so that's now on that one. The primer of that was the
Yeah.
part of. See, because when you have a church fan on you on Sunday,
Come on, guys.
sitting with your legs gapped open on
wait,
Sunday,
hey, I had
and
on
by
pants.
10:50 you start singing, and Job said, "You may not come when you want it."
But he'll be there right on time. I tell you, he's an on time God. Yes, he is.
Now that's how I started the sermon yesterday. So if you want to know the truth, she really is about that outside. She had the big. When I say not the church, not this fan. She had
the box fan.
I'm about the box fan.
Okay.
No, the box fan sitting in the
fan.
seat next to her.
She was one.
You're not kidding me.
Yeah, she wanted to stop the.
Yeah,
It was
It was a thing.
That's right. The Lord was hot in L's spirit
Hallelujah.
yesterday.
Ma'am, she's sitting like this. Her son getting her cool cup or a push pop, and yeah, this is how we do
Only
it.
at HOH can you have a cool cup in church.
Exactly.
Only
at
You're
HOH.
not supposed to tell all of the business.
Wait a minute. We those cool cups are set aside for throats. And then she had a push pops, and she had a box fan, and Merle gave a prayer that shut down all the enemy contact.
59 and 16 was shut down.
Baby, she
that
took
prayer.
us in, Merle.
Yeah,
prayer.
And I tried to get her the church at Sunday, and it was locked.
Oh, I'm so mad.
But we got one this morning.
Oh.
So 8100, can you just say who's in the house today?
Well, you want me to start with everybody or the family member
I
that's
want you
joining
to
us
start with the
today?
family member. Then we're
Oh,
gonna
well,
work our
you
way
know,
around.
this morning,
Oh, Lord Jesus.
we got chef to the stars, okay? She ain't just cooking in anybody's kitchen. She just not going in Craig and them kitchen talking about what spices you got. She not going in Emily's kitchen talking about, hey, we don't do ramen noodles over here. We talking about chefs to the stars. You got to have Big Bank Hank to get her up in the kitchen, okay? And it's not, you can't even have a regular kitchen. You got to have a kitchen that got the island with it, with the farmer sink. We talking about that kind of kitchen, okay?
Real kitchen.
We are talking about put your hands together for Chef
Good morning.
Tiffany.
Thank you guys for having me.
Wait,
As always.
wait.
Good morning.
Wait, Tiffany trying to be cute. She don't want that microphone in her shot.
I mean,
Tiffany,
no,
we
it's
can't
not
hear you on
that.
air. The air
know,
people
I don't
at
know.
work can't hear you.
Okay, all right. It's a little. Okay, I'm
I
gonna turn
know.
this. I'm trying to be toward.
I know.
And it's okay. Let
I
me be
know.
right
Hold
here.
on, let us help you. Hold on.
Okay. There we go.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
okay. She could be
Amen.
cute because she
Hallelujah.
shift to the
I
stars.
know,
and
right?
You
You
know,
shifted
she,
us over with the former sink and the quartz countertops.
That's right.
Make sure we have the countertop.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the important
That's
part.
right.
Good morning.
Yes.
Thank y'all for having me.
We got stuff to talk about. She got something coming up, I tell you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we're going to have to be in prayer and strength, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm here to tell y'all. So we've got our sister Tiffany, and she's introduced her as Chef to the Stars. I know her as Tiffany Ann. Tiffany Ann Janelle Johnson Lamour.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like Lamour.
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 Yeah. I felt you felt like you wanted
Yeah,
just
I feel like
Lamour.
from 5 a.m.
That outfit
to 9
today
a.m.
is Lamour.
Lamour.
It moves in the wind.
It moves in Lamour. Gone with the wind. It's Lamour. You like Lamour? That's actually kind of a okay. Let's tag it and be about it.
Yes.
And then we also have Mother Merlene, we don't know what she's got. We never do. We just need to pray. Mother Merlene, she's Keisha, how are you this morning?
I am doing pretty good.
I want to tell you that the First Presbyterian group came to me and made a report about your outfit at church yesterday, ma'am.
wow.
They said that you were walking in the fullness of your joy yesterday, and that it was all out for the people to see and anyone who wanted to know.
I was trying to pull it up.
No. Pulling a cat suit up is not good, girl.
Oh.
You're supposed to pull it down.
We love
I
to
was
see
trying
it.
to keep it holy.
No.
We love to see
You
it.
do the opposite with a cat suit.
She
You
prayed
pull
us
it
in the fullness of
down
joy.
and out is what you pull a cat
She
suit.
showed up to pray y'all in.
She
She
full.
prayed us
to pour.
in her intimate spaces.
Okay. In her
where I got
in the
a
bosom of love.
I mean,
In
I
the
got a
bosom
knock
of
at the
love.
door prepping for a sermon. And they said, you need to see this. I said, I will not be disturbed. Are you for real?
But you know what? It's
Messy.
funny because Merle is the one that catches everybody else's
That's why I think they
clothing
were
at
excited.
church.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it was like Merle got on a cat suit. Praise the Lord.
I got caught slipping.
She had plans after.
I'm just gonna wave it out, y'all. I can't always hit the waves. Listen, y'all, we are not even finished with everybody. But first, let's go ahead and look at our YouTube station. How do they find us, Elle?
Oh, you can go HOH 77.7 or YouTube Hope Over Herd Nation.
Hope Overheard Nation. Go in and check the full gamut of who's in here. Catch all the sounds, all the music, and you will have all the scope. We're watching right now for you. I don't know. We're rising up in our following. It's exciting, but it's good stuff. So guess what?
What?
Bishop has not been formally introduced.
It's all good.
Bishop Bernadette do 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 Bernadette do 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 Bernadette do 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 Bernadette. Bishop Bernadette.
Yeah.
Look at Tiffany's face.
I'm so excited to be here. I just don't even know what to say. It's so good.
She said, yeah.
It's like a whole show.
It's
a whole show.
Bishop, you came in kind of dry on your theme song.
Wait,
Bishop.
I know
Good
Bishop.
song.
Wait, Bishop. Wait, how did she come in? What did
She was like, yeah, y'all, hey.
is that what she did?
She did.
It was all, it was
I said, yeah.
what you want. It's
Bishop,
like you
you-
call somebody on the
Wait,
phone.
I think she got Pancake 35 on her back. That has to have come from Keisha. Keisha done put a holy hand on her from that Pancake 35 fashion.
No, and I
Keisha.
put on
messing up
I
Merle,
put on finishing spray today. That wasn't me.
Okay.
I got someone back of me.
Oh,
Oh.
It's all good. That ain't me.
that's not Tanya. Don't do it with that. So Tanya, Bishop, why were you dry as
I
cornbread
wasn't
meal?
dry. I just said, yeah.
Oh Lord.
It's like,
Wait
you
for
know,
it to
you call
come.
somebody and then they don't really want to talk to you, so they be like, yeah, what's
Yeah,
what
that's
you need?
sorta
Okay,
Hi.
so I do that when I can't. Some of us are just drained and we love you. Don't even do that. Some of us fight demons for a living. Don't do
I
that.
understand.
Okay, next. What's going on, Bishop?
Everything is going on. How's everybody doing?
We're just peachy.
We're peachy. Well, you know, there's a couple things that took place this weekend. I don't know if you guys know, but the XFL started, which is the new football league.
I saw them. New York was playing.
Yeah, New York played, Houston played, Seattle played, DC Defenders played. I was very impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I've never watched the extended, league of football, but it was very good on Saturday. I watched some of Houston play.
I have a question about that.
Sure.
Do you feel that it was helped along because they had professional commentary?
That I believe the support, yes, I believe that helps as well. But you guys, they won't call them wash up players. They're not wash up players. To me, these guys, they told some of the stories of some of these guys. One of these guys that played for Seattle was a defensive end, and he had a charge against him for sexual harassment. They found out he was not guilty. He did not have it, and so of course it took a hit on his career. So it stagnated him. He had was on a holding pattern. So now he has a second chance to come back and actually play. So that was just one story that they shared. There was several people out there. I recognize a couple of guys that played and some wide receivers and things like that. But the quarterbacks looked good. The play selection looked great. It was a good hard hitting game. It wasn't one of those patsy games. It was real football. So I was very impressed. So that's just one of the things that took place.
I love it when you give your opinion on what,
So
because sometimes your opinion is just really hard. Like you're like they horrible, they coach horrible, need to be fired. I mean, some of the stuff you say, and today it's almost like what was it? Shishkel and Ebert? Somebody Siskel and Ebert?
That's right.
That's Tanya of sports.
Yeah, it is.
She brings her whole opinion in. Amen.
Amen.
It is what it is. XFL. I pray that they get a chance to extend, this year, go out through the entire season, and get picked up again next year because they've always tried to start this thing. Back in 2001, they tried and it failed, and so now here we are, 2020,
Jesus.
and I pray that it does because it gives these guys, these off season get a chance to play as well. So that's a good thing. Now the other thing that took place last night was what? The Oscars.
Child.
Yes.
Hold on, before you get to the Oscars, because that's a Merlene. I didn't even know the Oscars came. I'm pretty much under rock. But when we come back, I think somebody got something to say about the Oscars. T, we're gonna take that commercial break.
Sounds good.
Hold on, T, before we do, if y'all are having issues on your Wi-Fi, because I can tell. If so, let us know. But check it out on YouTube. Matter of fact, Tiffany, you want to wave at that camera? Wave it out right there, and then wave it down behind on the side.
Look
on
how
top of
she
the
even
TV.
waved like
Yes,
more.
she's I'm doing okay. We've got so much to cover. I don't know if we have enough time because she's not in town all the time. But I tell you this, we got a lot to cover. We need to talk about seas. We need to talk about kitchen counter. We got to talk about the stuff that happened yesterday. But okay, we'll be right back after these messages. Lights out. You can wave it out. Good morning, everybody. I can tell there's a signal flux.
Yeah, it is. Because
Let us know
Reba
if
is
you
on
gotta go to
social
YouTube,
media
see if
saying
the
good
signal is-
morning.
Bobby, look who.
Carvana's had a lot of firsts. 100% online car buying, car vending machines, and now putting you in control of your financing. At Carvana, get personalized terms, browse for cars that fit your budget, then customize your down payment and monthly payment. And these aren't made up numbers. It's what you'll really pay, right down to the penny. Whether you're shopping or just looking, it only takes...
You good?
I'm great. I mean, I'm here to fan.
It's hot.
It's
You
hot?
hot?
No, not yet. But it's coming. When we get to talking, when I get to talking, then I'm
You about to be hot.
because you've been
Oh
leading.
Lord, I can't.
Lead
Hold on.
chicken.
Are
y'all
y'all
hot?
full commercials? You got
It
to
is
check
a little
it out.
hot.
But see, that's gonna be the YouTube.
Say
Oh,
hi to
hi there. Hold
Good
on.
morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Terrence, how are you?
Hello there. Good morning.
Y'all hear the
Good morning.
chef
I'm
talking
trying,
to
honey.
people?
It's early to be fly, but we trying.
But we flying. Oh, look, that's flying. Look at this. You better wear that point hat to the north.
I mean,
Marlene is about to have a
this
moment. We are about to have a comeback of the hats.
I am
It
getting
ain't
ready
even
to
on
have to
yet.
turn my thing around.
What you waiting
for
on? We have
Marlene.
like 15 seconds.
I was writing
And by the way, so you see that right there?
25 seconds.
Those are YouTube.
like she can't.
And so it's tagged in our graphics and that
Through the
QR
mesh.
code,
Okay.
that leads you to the music of the station.
Okay.
Oh, wait, this
Right?
is ponytail.
This is good to learn. Good
Wait, oh, I
morning.
gotta put my headset
I can't. Like, I'm taking it. It's so much at
Wait
one
on the
time.
next break. 30 seconds.
No, it's so much at one
Oh, it's
time.
got a
Like, it's a good so much at one.
Okay.
Oh. I got this one. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. 15 seconds.
Veronica,
Baby, Marlene,
there's gonna be
what
some
do you
some stuff I need you to get regarding the New York
9,
Fashion Week. Grab some clips, tiny
7,
private clips for proof.
6,
Stop it here.
5,
What happened?
4,
Yep.
3, 2, and now.
Oh Lord. And oh Father. God dog it, Merlene, them hats don't go down below your glass. Okay. You're listening to HOH Digital Radio 77.7. It's a station that's already in you. And I'm chewing a mint, and I'm not ashamed. I didn't want my breath to bother anybody this morning. I had compassion for the people.
Appreciate that.
This is Wendy J. Turner, and this is Rise Up and Pray, and we are here with the family. Love is
Our arsenal.
God watches His word.
To see it perform.
Are y'all having a little bit of? Hold on, I can't.
She could see through the mesh.
She really
What is
can.
that
can see
Marvel
your
character,
face.
the Phantom? Something is wrong.
It's-
Or the Wasp.
can
One of them
see you.
have
Look
a
at me,
net.
the
Merle.
Wasp. I think it's the
Oh,
Wasp.
girl.
Merle.
I like it. It's like a
That
veil.
hat looks good when I put it on. What is happening when you
Her hat
wear
is so
it?
versatile.
Merle?
We
Okay.
love to see
I
it.
like to be mysterious.
Oh. 1, 2,
Not
3.
yesterday.
You already know what's going on, right?
What's going on now?
We're going to have to sing it. I'm spitting out mint.
Okay.
That's fine.
1, 2, 3.
Mother Merlene, it's Mother Merlene. Please keep it clean. It's Mother Merlene. Don't sit on my hat.
Mother
love
Merlene,
it.
you have not been paying attention. You've been on punishment for about 6 days because you went and called somebody's daddy for your husband.
You know, I was gonna bring
Valentine's
it up
Day.
yesterday, but I decided not to.
You was gonna bring
At
it up in
church?
prayer
I
with
was
the
gonna-
cat suit
no,
on?
No, I was just gonna tell EA something about it, but I didn't.
Cause you had on that suit, huh?
Yeah,
That
I
suit
thought
gave you all
I'm
kind of
ready.
powers.
I don't know,
yesterday.
but Mother Merlene, you sound like Keisha right now, but we can't see you. But right now, I just need to ask you, why is your hat all the way down to your mouth? What did we do? Help me. Help me.
That's the look.
Well, see, it's gonna fall off if I do that.
Oh, okay, well, Mother Merlene, but we can't. Okay. Why are you? Okay, there's a reason for why you're wearing it this way. Okay, I'm listening.
You know,
What's going on? Oh, Jesus. Help me, Father. Help me, Lord. I'm praying right now.
I
'cause
just
don't
like,
know.
oh, I love it. I see it now on the Facebook. It looks good like this.
She tickled herself. Okay?
You know how we said we was gonna do the speed dating and we was gonna have the partitions to keep it mysterious. I'm practicing.
Okay.
So then
Everyone's practicing right now.
I'm
This is the
gonna
thing.
talk like this, and then I'm gonna take the hat off at the end. They're gonna see who I am.
Oh, it's a
okay.
reveal. It's a reveal.
So, like the show Master
The
Off?
show mask off, yeah.
I'm here
Okay,
for
so
it.
you're practicing Master Off. Okay, Merlene, you need to not look at so much television. What's going on? What are you? So you're practicing for the reveal. You're gonna get you a man at the church. Speed
Yes.
date.
It's gonna be great. Give me a mister.
Oh,
Don't get him.
Mister to my miss.
it's a mess. You don't understand what she does with us. Help us.
I mean, if the cat suit goes with the hat,
Yes.
I definitely need to see it together. I like the unit, the potential in this unit.
with your Bible purse,
Okay.
like
With
Elle
my
had.
Bible.
Okay, what's going on at the Oscars, Merlene?
So y'all remember the young man, DeAndre Arnold, who didn't want to cut his dreads?
Yes.
He went to the Oscars last
I
night.
love
Yes,
that.
indeed. Come through.
Him and his mom, they got the full glam. Why you saying thank you? Because my story.
Baby,
is
no,
good
because
today?
I'm sweating in my parts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Her cat suit is loose.
Cat suit
Not
is
really
loose.
as
Sorry, I
tight as yours,
asked.
Merle.
But yeah, they got the full glam and everything, and got to go on to the Oscars. And
Jesus.
He also got a $20,000 scholarship from Ellen, and guess who else was there to present this scholarship?
Who else, Merle?
My girl, Alicia Keys.
Leisha.
Oh, wait a
she your
minute.
girl
No,
again?
no.
Alicia
Are
Lee.
No,
you
no, no, no.
sarcastically saying it's your
You
girl?
were not a
My
fan of
girl.
Alicia Keys, even
'Cause
though
you-
we like her.
you chopped her up
You
pretty
kind of
good
chopped her
last
like
week,
bad
Merle.
last
yeah,
week.
yeah, when she was on the
before.
Grammys.
Yeah, you didn't like
You
her,
didn't like
her
her,
straight back
yeah.
braids.
I didn't. They
And you
were-
didn't like the stones in the middle of her baby
They
hair.
were a little institutionalized. But yeah, so the young man got to go to the Oscars.
Okay.
And he still has not cut his dreads, which I'm really proud of.
Well, he moved
'Cause,
schools.
you know, yeah, he did.
Okay.
Because, you know, people be trying to get you to conform. Like these people around here, they be trying to get me to change my ways. But Merle can only be Merle.
That's right, Merle.
You got to love me for who I am.
Hey, yes,
take,
we do.
Take me
Take me
as I am.
Tiffany,
on,
what you
Merlin.
don't
In the
know is
words
they've
of-
created something called Do You Missed?
Oh,
Mary
yes.
J.
That they were gonna sell to people, and they started telling them they were gonna make
Gonna
a Miss
sell.
out the trunk. Oh,
We make a
Don't
pretty
say
good
it.
profit.
Like,
Like,
8100 and Merle. No,
Light 'em up
ask
out
them
for
what
that.
it is.
What is it, Merle?
Merle, do you want to?
8100.
It's a mystifying spray. It's a spray bottle with a fan, and you mystify yourself in the glory of the Lord.
It's a
So it
little
don't go
holy
with this
oil.
fan. We
It's
have
a
to
little
hold
holy
the
oil
electric.
and holy water mixture, and you
Okay.
just you just do you.
Okay.
Okay.
You
D
do
E
you.
W. D E W.
Do you?
And people were like, "Where can
It's
we
a
get
play on
it?"
words.
It became a thing. Like,
Okay.
where can we get? No. Yeah,
We
yeah.
maybe need to
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about bottling.
Then we got numbers and naps.
No.
We are
Numbers and naps.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
They
over
got
here.
numbers and naps. You want to tell them what that is?
Okay, numbers and naps is a place where you could come play the slot machine numbers, and then we watch your kids. Okay,
Well, we love to see
for a
it.
little
Number
bit.
What? You say what?
That's right.
love to see
Chef
it.
to the stars as approved.
We love to
numbers
what?
and
We
naps.
love to see it. I mean, you know,
Numbers, and so your children are there with somebody.
I mean, they in there anyway doing that. Grandma's
That's
playing their
right.
numbers.
They usually
No,
keep
no,
the kids in the
slot
car.
machine. The kids are gonna come in like a baby. You keeping the babies while they playing.
It's math.
That's right.
It's
math.
It's
That's
really
right.
math.
They're
That's
watching
right.
your children
That's
while you're
right.
at the slots.
No, you no.
it's
Hey,
like a daycare with slot machines.
I'm-
you don't have to keep explaining to the chef to the stars. She got you the first
She got
time.
that entrepreneur mind.
And
She
then
understands.
she don't know our next one. You know the due processing. You know the
Oh yeah, due process attorneys at law.
That's
That
right.
is us.
dun 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 dun. That's us.
Where are these sound effects? I feel like they need to be. We gotta pre-program them so
Yeah,
we
we
can
do.
hit the button.
I'm lightheaded.
So,
Yes,
so
go
with
ahead.
the with the young man that went to the Oscars last night, he was actually a guest of Matthew Cherry
Yes, I
and
love
Carrie
that
Rupert.
part of
Yeah,
it,
and they
yes.
actually won an Oscar for
Matthew?
the movie.
Careless.
Matthew Cherry was a former NFL player,
Yes.
and he predicted 8 years ago that he
was
would
going
win
to
an
the
Oscar.
Oscars.
Oh, yeah, he was
Wow.
going, and so he did go. He won.
Come on, man.
And for an animated movie called Hair Love, if I'm not mistaken, because
That's him.
Which
I've
is
been
also a
seeing
book,
that.
which is also an amazing book.
yes,
Yes.
yeah. and,
Okay.
Isn't
Yes,
it
sir.
based on his daughter?
yes, because he does his daughter's hair.
Oh.
So it's a story of a love story between a dad and his daughter
daughters, yeah.
and doing hair. I loved it.
Yeah.
Zoe has this book, so
Yeah.
it's a beautiful little book.
And because Zoe's natural.
She's natural, yeah.
Beautiful,
and she's
natural.
not done the relaxer or the
Amen.
other thing.
Amen.
Amen. I'm loving this. Okay, well, shout out to What Happened. The thing's doing good. I'm glad it received its media traction, but the beautiful thing is that he had to change schools because
Yeah.
he had to, because they said that they would not conform. And as I was following this story and getting some behind the scenes, again, people kind of hit you up and are pretty much like, y'all, HOH, do something.
But look at what
You
happens.
know, we get that a lot.
But
Like,
look
y'all
at-
do something.
Look
Yeah,
at what happens
right.
when you don't conform.
Yeah,
Right.
His
Look what
whole
happens
life
when you
has
don't
been
conform.
elevated.
Come on. Oh, Lord. Come
Right.
through.
She's getting ready
Oh,
to
you
Go to
about to
Bishop.
go there. Hold
It's
on.
the
Hold on.
bishop.
Hold on.
It's the
It's a
bishop.
word
She
coming.
woke up.
Yeah.
Come on.
But his whole life is elevated since he decided not to do what they said do
Yeah.
and do what God said do. And that's to stick to your plan and not conform to what society says do.
Are you preaching?
No, I'm not preaching.
teaching?
No, I'm teaching
Are you
because
empowering?
I'm a what? But I'm just saying. But look, this young man has now been, he's in the limelight. He says he just wants to do what is right, and those were his words. I want to just do what is right, and he wasn't looking for the attention.
Yeah.
But he was definitely not about to do what what they want. And this has become there's a national what's it called, legislation of some sort for this for children or for people not to have to be
Yes.
California signed that law.
yeah, about their hair. They don't have to be prosecuted, for wearing their hair naturally. And
Yes.
so this young man has stood his ground, and now he's been on one of the best shows in the world, Ellen DeGeneres show.
her.
Won some money.
Yes, she
now
is.
he's been to the Oscars. Who in your lifetime, when you get a chance to go to Ellen and the Oscars, unless you're unless you're an actor
And he's
or
still in
actress.
high school.
Yeah, he's still in high school.
Love it.
So his whole life has changed. Plus, he's got money now for a college education. So
Amen.
to start his
Amen.
college
We
education.
love
So
to
it's a
see
great
that.
thing.
Is there any other states that we know of besides California that has this
New
legislation
York,
in place?
I believe New York passed this law as well, and I think that we have to do better about understanding Black women and men
Yeah.
should not be persecuted for the way their hair grows out of their head.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I think also this young man's paying homage to his father because he's of Trinidadian
Exactly,
roots.
Trinidadian, yeah.
So this was very personal to him. It wasn't just the rules of the school. It was
It
I
wasn't
don't
a
want
fad and nothing like that. It was real.
and it was
real.
it's hurtful to have done all that investment of just paying homage and then somebody tell you, oh, well, no, to walk the graduation stage, you're gonna have to cut your hair. It's just ridiculous.
And they kept him in ISS, in school suspension.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
See, this is the thing. You knew when he was a freshman that he
Yeah.
had dreads.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
those
yeah.
weren't
You
all
knew it
extensions,
so long.
boo-boo.
Seventh grade.
Right.
He's been growing his hair since 7th grade in that school
Yeah.
district.
Come
It's,
on.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And clearly racially charged. And I do know some young white men did speak up and say they were being harassed as well. Their story didn't make it to the media, but they were talking to local media and saying, hey, after Christmas break this year when we came back, it was this thing about our hair. And I was like, really? So lots of people came to his aid. DeAndre, who plays for the Texans, encouraged him not
DeAndre
to cut his
Hopkins,
hair.
yeah.
DeAndre
Don't you
Hopkins,
dare
yes.
cut it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what he
beautiful.
said.
I'm glad that to Tanya's point, I mean, him being elevated in this is just
Yeah.
God. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Total God, right?
Yeah.
I'm loving it. So
Yeah.
this is what's going on, y'all. We're hearing good stories, and that's what I love about what we do here. We laugh a little bit, but we also turn the spin to what's going right. And with that said, I want to go ahead and shed some light on something. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Hold on. How many of you were where? Hold on. Let me just make sure. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Hold on.
Yes, we can hear you. We can see you too.
So, yesterday, y'all are aware that for the last, over 36 hours, we were privy to some inside information and some tips that came to us regarding New York Fashion Week, Pier 59, and the partnership they did with Pornhub and with a particular clothing store called, I think, what is it, Nyla, Nia? It doesn't matter. Namila, you're insignificant to me in my heart, honestly. However, what happened was this particular partnership, and I need to be very clear, alleged, at this point it is no longer alleged.
No.
Let me be the first to state it. When you Googled it, you could find it. I posted it. Yes, I did. It's not the entire New York Fashion Week, for the record. However, New York Fashion Week has a compendium of shows and different resources for people to network and bring out the new emergent fashion, right? We know that New York Fashion Week also follows behind Paris Fashion Week. Okay, so we understand Paris is still the hub, okay, the epicenter, the mecca of fashion, and then we have our New York Fashion Week. With that said, different new and aspiring fashion artists do come in. So what I shared, of course, was not the whole fashion week, because that's a week. We were shedding light on the partnerships that had emerged and were verified to that point. Pier 59 hosted a show at 5 p.m. yesterday that live streamed on Pornhub. And it was a show with this particular clothing line. This particular clothing line and the promoter, who also had, and it's in reports, her name is either Karen, I believe it is, she said that Russell Simmons had raped her in 1991. And you can find all of these reports online. And so this woman said she was doing a women's empowerment show, but she did not tell the models, per their knowledge, allegedly, that they were going to be live streamed on Pornhub. As a matter of fact, it was said that if you saw the fashions, they went for a certain look, Asian women. And PayPal has cut off Pornhub and also another payment utility device. Let me tell you why. Pornhub is known for revenge porn. You can look this up. And revenge porn is anything that's pulled off of your phone or any streaming from your cloud or information and used then for viewership that was not with your consent. A target age is anywhere between, I believe, 12 and 25 for this. And the youngest child found on Pornhub was 3 years of age.
Wow.
Disgusting.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I took the liberty to use social media to share what was happening, and my good friends at the UN were also informing me of this, and I was privy to the phone calls that were being made from this particular venue and the promoters. I'm excited to say new emerging information is coming. That's what I will tell you. I will tell you we prayed, we believed, and we also did some acting upon the situation. New York Fashion Week, I hope the rest of your week goes well. I do know that the creator of Fashion Week also removed some content about this off of her promotions. So it's clearly something that went down. But here's what I can tell you. And Tiffany, whether what do you think about this? Or if it ain't on the news, it didn't exist. And we tagged news. People knew.
Media is such a driver now of what we know and what we do not know. And I say that about it. In general, people have to go and do discovery. You
Yes.
have to be willing to do the research to dig, because they will tell you what they want you to know,
Right.
and they will withhold what they don't want you to know.
Right.
And most importantly, any agendas they want to continue to push,
Right.
they are going to withhold that information. So it is up to us to continue to be aware, alert, and akin to conversation about these things, because our communities are suffering. It's our girls. It's our, young babies. And, the 3-year-old thing just jarred me, because as a parent, it also kind of says to me, does the 3-year-old have an account? Is the 3-year-old able? Is the 3-year-old watching from their father or mother's laptop? Like, what is this access point that a toddler
Was being filmed.
No, the
Oh,
Tyler was
filmed.
being
Being
filmed.
molested.
Oh my God. Okay, no, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's
Yeah,
the youngest case. And so there's revenge porn of people that are consenting on their phones privately, and then there's people they're filming that are being filmed.
heard,
and so
okay.
the UK posted a full out blog, not the United States.
The
okay?
UK is good at this, though.
Right.
They're great at exposing. When I was in, and this is off subject, when I was in Tulum and I was called the N-word.
Right, I remember.
That
Tulum,
broke in the
Mexico?
UK.
Yes.
Yeah, in Mexico.
Oh, it was bad.
The news broke in the UK and Thailand, and China before it broke in the U.S. And it was just an interesting turn of events for me. I'm like, why is this overseas before it's here? But we know why.
Right.
And so that just spoke to me about, again, how our media wants to control the narrative.
That's right.
And so it's important that we continue to have these conversations, because if we don't, no one's going to talk about it.
No one's going to talk about it.
No, and that's just, it's disgusting to even think that
It's funny
anybody's
that-
even being put in that position.
It's funny
So-
that as we get older, we start to see the different brainwashing techniques that society and social media uses. It's crazy because even like and you know I hate to put my granny on blast, but I got that granny that's like, if it's on the news, it's true.
It's
If it's
true,
on TV,
yeah.
it's true. If it's on the internet, it's true. And it's like that older generation is being brainwashed just as the younger generation is, and you're outcasted or you're looked at as crazy because you're going against the masses, is what everybody else
Yeah, and it's
says.
hard to have that voice,
Right.
sit on top of all that background noise, but you have to be willing to be that person. I was talking about that actually on my ride in. I was talking to a friend. I said, I ain't got no issues with confrontation. That's not my main issue. I say what I need to say. I think timing is important. I think some journalists learned that this past week. Journalism is an important responsibility, but our timing is so important, and how we infiltrate that with positive information and how we can fix things is very important.
I love that. And so with that you're saying, I appreciate that infiltration. And so there was a team of us that were working in the timing. Some of us went in the front, some of us went in the back, some of us are coming in with other ways. So just keep listening, because I will be giving more emerging information as this story continues. And it's not just a story, it's reality. But the young girl that was posted in the UK was, I believe, 15, African American in America, on the streets, was taken by men, raped on camera for 12 hours. She would be knocked out, beaten senselessly to where she was unconscious, and they would rape her while she was unconscious. And Pornhub received the most stream views during, and the data is on this particular article. You can go and find it, and I may post it. But you can actually see the numbers changed when the rape was happening when she was not conscious.
Wow.
She went back to school. The friends saw it and just tagged her. Didn't say no, nobody stood against it. As you know, we observe, we don't stand.
Right.
So they tagged her. She begged Pornhub to take it down. This young girl, thank God, because many times the revenge porn, the victims, they kill themselves.
Wow.
And so this young girl didn't, but what a story of what's happening.
I'm interested also to know what are the statistics on the links to missing children and this thing.
I can connect you to that information.
Yeah.
And so because we're being so careful, because I went in and also shared the PR's information, Pier 59's information, and just I want to say to Fashion Week, while I know that you don't all mean well with that, be conscious, please. And all I ask, please, be conscious of what you allow in. Don't do it all for the almighty dollar. You're saying that Pornhub brings a lot of money in. It's $1 billion industry, but so is human trafficking, right?
100%.
Right? Yeah. So that's that story, and I wanted to give y'all that update. And I will just tell you, we went in and fought behind the scenes till in the hours last night. And I just want to give a shout out to the team of United Nations women, and also those who are secretly involved. And I want to shout out to CJ, your son, L, 18 years of age, who went in and just shared what he found, that you could Google Fashion Week and Pornhub together and see them posting that Pornhub is partnering.
And he was serious about it. I mean,
was.
it was to see him say, okay, wait, I need to change this. I need to post this. And to see him say, I'm a man of God and I'm not standing for this. He's 18. Nobody told him to post that. Nobody told him to say that. And he's been separating himself from the normal. He ministers to people in his high school
It's
without
conviction.
even trying to.
You can't outrun conviction and anointing. You can't
Exactly.
outrun it.
You can't.
And guess what?
good.
Because he did that, the contact, we know, he has no idea until he sees just how she was so thankful for him standing, because this was a chance to see who could be trusted, who's going to stand when it's not popular, because she used all her resources and stood her neck out for this. And I just want to say shout out to Farah for doing an amazing job and being an international runway model and not subscribing to this foolishness. But what she did, she reached out personally to CJ and said, this is what you need to do. This is how you want to change this. If you're interested, edit it this way. I love that she coached and was willing to say, let me extend to you, young person. So the millennials and the Generation Z's working together, shout out to that. Oof. Okay, that's all I got on that. We got more coming up. You don't want to go anywhere. This is conversation that's real and relevant. Keep human trafficking in your prayers. Watch out for this stuff. Don't just say it's glam and it's good and it's because it's fashion. Let me tell you, that whole show was placated on the ignorance of people and the bias of money. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
So Cousin Reba got a lot to say online. Hey, Cousin
Hey,
Reba.
cousin Reba.
Yes, I'm black and I'm proud. Yes, I'm black and I'm proud. Yes, I'm black and I'm proud.
On February 9th, 1995, Bernard Anthony Harris Jr. became the first African American to perform an extravehicular activity during the second of his 2 space shuttle flights.
Also signed the law as far as the bill.
On November 14, 1960, 6 years old Ruby Bridges was escorted into William Franz Elementary by U.S. Deputy Marshals.
We weren't right. Rosa, that's why she built this.
December 1st, 1955. Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat in front of the bus to a white man. This action sparked the Montgomery boycott and much more.
Hey, Tiffany, good to see you.
On January 1st, 1804, after a successful slave rebellion against the French, Haiti was officially the first independent black nation.
Yes, I'm black and I'm proud. Yes, I'm black and I'm proud.
Derby is coming up. You better just go. Y'all got to send Merle out to do live reports.
No.
Yep, with the cat suit. Live report.
No.
Good morning, my Brandon. How are you?
Wait, no.
Why you up so early?
I got to write that
It's
down.
the
I got to
West
find out
No,
what
we
day
ain't
it
done
is.
no
Call
location.
time.
We have
Somebody
location
edges.
information. We have location microphone and
Here.
stuff.
I'm gonna
But
come
you
in
know, they
here.
ain't even using the old
20
resources
seconds.
to go out.
I mean,
I'm coming here
We
dirty.
gonna get
A little
You
while.
can't let me say
Catch
that.
that dough for me.
How much we got?
Mungie, catch that
17 seconds. See the blue?
15.
okay.
See that at the bottom?
Derby ready.
That's the time. Okay, heard.
Woo, Father. Woo! Okay, I
5,
know, right? Child.
4,
We have to get Wendy
3,
a personal thing.
2, and 1.
I want
we
to
are
have the air come on the
Just a
regular
little bit.
basis.
Come on, air.
Come on.
You are
Come
welcome.
on. Again. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
You know what? You know what? 8100, I promise you. I promise you. She used to sit on the front pew with the white dress on, with the stockings that rolled up to the chin.
Wait, with the clothes
Okay,
though,
with
'cause I've seen
the
that
hat
neck.
cocked to
Hold
the side.
on. No, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, and she the one that started out the what was it called back in
Listen.
The hymnals?
Okay.
no, it wasn't called
Like I
hymnals.
did.
It was
I'm
called
Wait,
what's it
what?
called before church
Negro
started?
spirituals?
No, but
What
but
you
it
mean,
was-
Sunday school?
but devotional.
Oh,
Yes.
with the back there.
Yeah.
The call of worship.
Yeah, that was 8100.
I know he's all right.
Yeah. Oh my
Come
God. When she started
on
singing
in.
Sunday, when she started that, I'm like, all I could see.
You could have.
It was so funny.
And my mama did
I
like,
didn't
yeah.
think
There's-
that.
Yeah,
I
they
was
went
just
in for
singing.
5
I
minutes.
really.
I promise you, 8100 has that old spirit.
It's the spirit of South Park, y'all.
It was a good moment. My mom and daddy said, finally put this hip hop Christian music on. Give me some of that old time religion. But wait a minute. So here's the deal, Pickle.
What
All
you got?
right.
Is it kosher? I don't eat kosher
it's-
on
it's-
this hour.
Oh.
I love a sour pickle.
What about deal?
I
That's
don't
that
like
South Park.
dill.
South Park likes sour pickle with
With the
Kool-Aid
or
or
the peppermint in the middle.
peppermint
Or seasoned salt.
or Jolly Rancher.
That's right.
Jolly-
Yeah, that's
seasoned
right.
salt.
Seasoned salt don't go on
Seasoned
no
salt.
pickles.
Y'all made me forget the whole thing of what I was about to
Sorry.
say.
You
Wait,
threw
hold
me
on. I
off.
need
Put
yes,
that
child.
back in
Hold
there.
on. Now wait. It's on time, God. That ain't what I was gonna say. It's like my brain is going. I'm trying to come up with everything I'm trying to say, but because of the time, y'all heard
That
that.
was fast.
That was good.
That was
wasn't it?
real good.
So Tiffany, yes, there's a lot going on with you. So I'm about to turn. Hold on. Hey, I can say that. Y'all ain't play my song yet. Y'all are y'all blocking me from my favorite song?
Which song might that be?
Y'all know
Coming
my
in
song
hot.
is.
The
Come
Bunny
on now.
Rabbit's hot.
That's fine.
Turn up.
Yeah, it's a good turn up. It's my favorite song. Tiffany needs to hear that song. I'm
I
just
do.
telling y'all.
I need to know it.
You really do. You want to know it. So Kitchen Counter is. You know what, Tiffany? Shout out. Firstly, you have to choose what to talk about with you because there are many things.
There's so many things.
There's
yes.
many things,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
And so the conglomerate of information in your brain and just so I'll be reading some of your Facebook posts and I'll comment, and the last time I commented, you didn't say nothing back.
What
say
was
she
it?
must
It's
be
so
like,
many
Lord,
things.
she
It's
ain't gonna
so many
respond to me.
things.
Normally you'll hit a like because you're good about responding. This time
try.
I was like, maybe she
I
don't
probably
like my
didn't see it, to
response.
be honest, because the last couple of weeks I really been just. You saw my suitcase. My suitcase is in your lobby.
Yes, it's in the
literally
lobby.
been.
It's in the
Is that how
lobby,
you traveling right now?
Yeah,
She traveling,
like
child.
a
She
like a
Chef to the stars.
Bag lady.
Come on,
So
Erica.
You gon' miss your Uber.
Oh.
She almost did. Or the Uber almost missed her.
Uber almost missed me.
So shout out to Uber drivers who do it early.
Good morning.
But
And
wait,
the elder.
we gonna have
Merlene
can't.
might have had a boyfriend out there if we
Ooh.
waited.
Oh,
Yeah,
You should have went and brought a piece of cake, baby. Sugar. Stephanie, you know she's always egging you on this line. You know that, right? Stephanie Johnson out of Virginia she's Merle's manager.
Oh,
Yeah, it's for real. It's a thing. And so they look forward to the hats because Merle changes hats whenever she's here. So Tiffany, you have a project that we talked about before, which was Seeds. You have a hot commentary usually on Facebook.
Very
Ain't
hot.
no telling what's coming out.
Sizzling.
And it was one thing you said basically about people just, wanting to just share. For instance, I believe it was Kobe Bryant. I didn't follow detailed like you do the stories, but you were like, listen, stop posting that, which we believe was false video footage actually. It was
correct,
from
correct.
Wrong,
And
wrong
I
day.
think that would annoy me more
Right.
than anything.
And I said, people just want that kind of news. And so that was one of the comments that I responded to. But yet you're doing this, and now it's coming into kitchen counter talk.
yes.
Who is your co-caster?
Okay, so Kitchen Counter Chat launches tonight.
Kitchen
hold
counter
on.
chats.
Yeah, so Kitchen Counter Chat actually. I saw our sister Tammy Roman. This was actually pitched as a television show.
Okay.
Years ago, and
I remember.
so I say to everybody, don't wait. If you have something in your spirit that you really want to do, and there's information you want to impart, do it. Figure out a way to do it. So the podcast was a natural born piece of that, and so my co-host is a fellow chef, Chef RJ. Shout out to Chef RJ.
Chef RJ co-caster.
Yes, Chef RJ is an amazing chef in his own right, former chef to Tyler Perry for a number of years, and he just is a super talent in Atlanta, Georgia. He's from St. Louis. Shout out to Shanna. St. Louis with the good Chinese food. So we're merging our brands to do this, and it's just a general comic conversation between.
You said comic?
Comic conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
Tiffany,
It's
hold on.
light.
See, I'm trying to get in
Between
here. Hold on,
two
I'm
black
trying to-
chefs.
Yeah, hold on.
It's a lighthearted conversation.
Listen, Linda's. What time does it come on?
It
See, I'm
airs
trying to
every
look. Hold on.
Monday. Airs every Monday, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. So it's a late night.
Which is okay, Tiffany, be honest. Is it gonna have some ratchetness?
It's a lot of ratchetness. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's
a little
two
bit of
black
cursing.
chefs talking at the
I
kitchen
apologize in
counter.
advance for my holy people. I tell mamas don't even worry, but Mama Sandra, like, it's a little cursing involved, but not a lot. Just a little, like, sometimes you can't.
Little
find the
flavor.
Have y'all already pre-recorded like all
Yeah,
of
so
them?
we've not all of them. We've actually recorded 2 episodes today. So the kind of tricky thing is we live in 2 different city states most of the time, but technology is beautiful and it's amazing, so we're gonna make it work. But I've flown to Atlanta a number of times this month to pre-record some things. It's tricky with current events because, as we know, current events literally happen and we got to kind of play off of that. So we'll go in and kind of edit those things. But the premise of the show is just to give good commentary about a lot of these subjects that come up on Facebook. It's a live Facebook basically all the time.
Okay, so what is one of the topics just that you may hear tonight?
Tonight I definitely touch on Kobe. I touch
gonna
on
ask you
just
about that.
the loss of that greatness and what it really meant for Black men to mourn. We get into some heavy stuff. This ain't like a completely comedic show. But it's definitely something that we are conscious about all of our subject matter. But it go to talking about snacks. We have a segment called Black Snacks, which is actually my new merch line that's
wanna know about the snacks.
launching. But it's aligned with my merch line. So Black Snacks is a line of athleisure wear and T-shirts and things. But
Oh, it's
on
not
the
that
show,
you
we
don't
talk
eat?
about wine.
You don't snacks.
Oh, we eat. So, and then we bring our favorite snacks. So, like, I have
Okay.
like rich airport snacks. Like,
Okay.
when you go to the airport, you need like $50 now. So, like,
Yes.
snack.
Well, wait, but that's because you're a chef to the stars. I need you to do a budget snack
I agree.
on the airport.
I agree. So I try to preempt, like, hey,
$50.
bring your $15 for your snack. Bring your $10 for your water. Come through the airport
That's
prepared because
ridiculous,
it's a
though.
whole. It is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
And I'm like, I'm in the airport every week, so
Yeah.
I need a budget. I need an allowance to go through the airport. But yeah, we talk about a lot of different
Hudson
things.
News be getting over.
Listen,
Oh,
and
yes.
all their cousins. 'cause
Yes.
Hudson
Y'all
News
the
has cousins.
yeah,
Yes.
they do. Yeah.
And I remember
can't
being in the
stand
airport.
it.
One place had the same exact snack for like $7, and then down the street it was $4.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I said, "Hey, well, how'd that happen?"
Do you know what I do at Hudson in the airport? I always tell them about their. I don't know why. It's not like it's changing.
It just
But
comes out
because
of
I know
you.
You're
exactly
reporting the news.
what side I'm going to because I know my routine in the airport. And I'm like, do you know that I can get this particular mix here of this chocolate crumble with the toffee?
Yeah.
Ma'am, are you
With the
gonna
almonds?
get this one right now or
At the
not?
corner store.
And I can get this at HEB, or you don't even know what that is. I mean, why do I
Yeah,
give
you
the
be going
narrative?
off on the people.
Yes, or the
Why?
Dasani water, or
Yeah.
the.
It's
why?
the truth though. Dasani water should not be $5.
No.
Let's just not. But yeah, there's a whole section in there on black snacks. So we have segments as well. So we have tea time.
Okay.
We have
Oh, Lord.
we have burn my biscuits, things that
Oh,
burn your
yes.
biscuits. You
That's
know,
right.
we
I
have
got stuff that
food for
burns.
thought.
That's the problem. This is listen. I'm already gonna be in prayer because I can see where this is going.
Oh,
I'm concerned.
Merle, we need to
Jesus.
call into the
I just
countertop
want it to
chat.
be where it can
So-
be wholesome, but it
Is it
ain't
so? Is
Yeah,
this gonna be?
it's a fight for
Is this gonna
wholesome.
be on platforms? Is this gonna be on?
So
on
yeah,
your
so
Facebook?
we will be on Spotify this evening. Y'all pray for Apple Music. You know they can be a little
Yes, they
slow
take
to the
forever.
call, but and then of
We
course we
know.
like everyone to download the Anchor app because it's actually a great app to listen and to leave ratings,
Right.
leave commentary. Actually on Anchor, if you download that app, you can
what
actually
we
leave us voice over. You can record your voice questions, and we'll answer them and listen back to them. So I'm excited. I'm. This is something that I have. Anyone that knows me well knows Tiffany has avoided television. Tiffany has avoided radio. Tiffany has avoided using my voice in a particular place, not because I didn't think I had the wherewithal to do it, but because I'm a behind the scenes person, truly. Like, I know people see these little moments and they think I'm just out here being grand or whatever, but I like to be kind of tucked in the back. I'm a service person. So this is a different place for me. And this is also setting me up, those of you that are harassing me about my book. I promise you the cookbook is coming as well. So the cookbook is not until later in the year, but you know, we lining it up. We're trying to get all the stuff ready.
I love
So,
it.
so I got a question. I don't know if we wanted to go this route or not, but I mean, I'm just interested in seeing what everybody's take is on the fact that Gayle King, what she said, but the
Stand
mere
up on
fact
my
that Snoop Dogg attacked her and threatened her.
So that was uncalled for. We actually touched on that as well, T, on
Yeah.
the show.
Okay, good.
Something like this.
Yeah, we have a little, you know, it can get salacious, but I feel like it's a two-way street. For, as a responsible journalist,
Sure.
I do not think Gayle King should have acknowledged that part of the legacy just yet.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I go farther than that. I'd say this is not a part of his legacy. It's just
Yeah.
a part
no,
of his
it's
life.
Yeah.
Right.
What
I
we
agree.
leave to the world. And I say that because he was acquitted of that
Yes.
crime or that
He
alleged
was.
crime, let me say that.
Yes.
And the young lady, when he refuted testimony. So to me,
Right.
I felt, I mean, not to get graphic, you had consensual moment with a grown person.
Exactly.
It got a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And when it turned the page, you were uncomfortable and you had a boyfriend that didn't know you were
Come
doing
on,
some stuff you
because
shouldn't.
she'd already
So-
slept with somebody within the first 15 hours of the day.
That's right.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think
they
that
said
Gayle,
more than one.
I don't know if you all are aware of Erica Cobbs. If you keep up with her on daily, it's a show that comes on. But beautiful black young lady who had made a very poignant moment on her show. She was just like, I don't think people understand the context of what was going on in the country at that time. But
Yeah.
OJ had just been acquitted.
Yeah, I
You
saw
know,
that. I saw that.
we were dealing with young white girls who had a thing for young
Black-
black
black men,
males, and there was a witch hunt, if you will, or you know, we out here looking for this thing, and so. We have, and also Emmett Till. She went back as far as Emmett
she
Till
did,
to
went
speak
back-
about
she sure did.
that. And I think we have to remember that responsible journalism gives context.
Sure.
And Gayle needed to be more sensitive. Now, to good Uncle Snoop. Snoop,
No, that's not.
that ain't how you do that.
Yeah.
And black men, we protect you in ways that I can't even begin to
Eric
explain.
Dyson spoke on that heavily.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
oh,
spoke
yes,
on that
I saw
heavily.
that.
Yes.
We protect you all in a different,
Different
way.
way.
You're our nephews. You're our
Yeah.
husbands, our fathers. We protect you all. So for our sons.
And
so,
produced you.
correct.
The
so
woman
the
produced you.
disrespect
So,
is like,
yeah, that was totally
Now,
disrespectful.
did you hear Gayle King's comment?
we did.
anybody-
See her
Wait,
like a little
after
3
Snoop
minute.
or the one she wrote before,
Before
Snoop?
Snoop. Before
I-
Snoop.
I don't know when it
The
was.
video when she
before
said
or
I'm
after.
embarrassed, it was really taken out of context.
Right.
Yes.
That.
I did.
I was also looking at the fact that if there was a whole interview, kind of like when she kind of did that R. Kelly thing,
Right.
and you don't understand that your station is only gonna play this part,
Yeah.
then I kind of need you to look at where.
So
your
do you
work
think she
is.
was do you think she was thrown under the bus, or do you
No,
think,
but I'm gonna tell you why. Because here's the thing.
Oh,
to
chef to
Michael
the
Eric
stars.
Dyson's point, you said what you said in the interview. It doesn't matter when you cut it, how you. I do believe in editing. I do believe they can. We all know that can happen. However, the way she continued to probe Miss Leslie in the interview was my issue.
And that's it. I think she said this was my opportunity to do much like what you're saying to your point, Elle, about the R. Kelly. It's kind of like, this is my opportunity, strike while the iron's hot. This is my moment. And as much as I respect Gail as
Absolutely,
as an anchor, as a journalist, and as a part of CBS, while they defended her, she said heads were going to roll. I'm going in for that intense conversation.
Yeah.
And I think only Oprah's friend could probably say that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can't tell your employee
Yeah.
that you're about to come in
in.
for them. But
Yeah.
she did, and they said, we're sorry. However, the intention behind your words, it came across like, this is my moment, because like Tiffany said, she kept going in, and as it was being deflected by Lisa Leslie,
She kept going.
she do like that probing, and that was great for R. Kelly.
Exactly.
Because,
It was a
come
wrong
on.
tactic for this.
Yeah.
And that's
Maybe a
the
year
other
from
thing.
now.
Well, not even, here's the thing. The other thing that we must give credit to is, and I'm not saying that everyone deserves our forgiveness,
Right.
but what I will say is our responsibility to offer forgiveness. And for Kobe, particularly, it was disheartening because after that man straightened up,
Yeah.
bought
His
that
whole-
diamond ring,
Yeah.
and flew right.
His
Okay?
whole life.
I don't care what nobody says.
Let's go get
big old
blockbuster
tattoo
movies.
on the-
Yeah, no
yeah.
pun intended. He literally got his life together,
did.
decided to fly on a different plane
Exactly.
and say, hey, you know what?
It wasn't gonna let that entity in his life define him. That did not define him. His legacy is defining him. And the mere fact that people keep going back to that situation back in 2003, is a slap in the face to what he has created from that point on. And they forget that not only did he die, his child died. And
Yes,
so
so
you're attacking, and and all those other people that died with with him. So for them to keep going back to a negative, anytime an opportunity that people take to go to a negative is a slap in the face.
And you had a decade to talk about this.
that. Yeah, why now? Exactly.
Strike while the iron
It's
is
hot.
online
And it was more important to her to be hot. in the
Yes,
moment.
exactly. It was. That's what I'm saying, and that's what media. That's the portrayal of it. But you know what?
Narrative.
Grace is still sufficient.
Yes, it
there's hope, and I think she said, "I'm embarrassed." That was immediately
Yeah.
done and said, and for that, I can apologize and with the best of them, right?
Yes.
And I think she really did realize,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
even though she said it was in bad context, she still apologized.
I think Oprah's immediate tears as well spoke to that when she realized I can't protect my friend in this moment.
Yeah.
All I can do is kind of say some stuff
Yeah.
and hope y'all understand she
Yeah.
comes from a
It's
good
like,
place. She
ooh,
didn't mean it.
Yep.
But she does
But
not
as a
deserve.
journalist, she got to own that for
But she
now.
doesn't deserve the death threats.
No, not
from
at all.
anybody.
That's irresponsible.
Yeah.
No,
So-
not from people.
Our
that,
online
burst
comments,
like her.
Yeah.
our friend Miss Carla Clayton said no, she wasn't thrown under the bus. Thank you to Lisa Leslie, who did not feed into the situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then our brother, y'all's brother, Ed Mathis, Elle's husband, said, Gayle King has a track record of attacking and holding accountable men of color. We as black men are tired of the one-sided journalism coming from her and Oprah. Yeah, Snoop went too far, but the anger from us is very real. And let's remember that the lady he was accused of raping was proven to have been with several other men that weekend on the team and not. Where was the fact? Where was that fact during this time?
Exactly.
And that's shout out to 50 Cent. Shout out to 50 Cent. Who was the other one? It wasn't
Bill
just
Bill
Snoop.
Bellamy had a nice piece on this. Michael Eric Dyson, like I said, Sister Erica Cobb. There's a lot of people that spoke to these facts around.
But here's the thing: they're coming before even Gayle did this. If you remember, just
Yeah.
understanding that
Yeah.
some of them
'Cause
are
some people
racially,
were posting.
It's reverse racially charged.
And for you to have all these photographs with Harvey Weinstein, you and Oprah, there's no attack on those characters. And what I actually talk about on the show is, white people protect their own. We have to do better. And I'm not saying I'm not the cousin that's not gonna say so and so was such and so. Like, I'm not that cousin. I am the cousin though that believes in protecting the narrative in the timing. It was all about that. In a year, like you said, you want to
Maybe.
talk about
Yeah,
the
but
legacy.
right
I mean,
now-
the legacy. I'm sorry, these details
Right.
of parts of his life. okay. I still don't think it's necessary,
Right.
Because he was acquitted. This
Right.
was a very long time ago, and I'm not saying you get to lose association. What I'm saying is, in a fair place, he literally was acquitted of something that he really didn't do.
So maybe that's what needed to have been said a year from now.
Yes, yeah.
Even that, give the right details, paint the story. But again, that's the shift in this. We see that a lot of the wealthy, and this is transcending race, my friends, because Oprah is black.
Yeah, very much so.
This is going into class, socioeconomic
Yes.
class. This is going into who are the aristocrats for real,
The have and have nots.
and who
It's
yes,
real.
and who do we say and who do we protect? So with that said, we have 2 minutes left.
Do you want some Black History?
Did it go
facts?
fast?
It did.
It went fast.
You went over my Black History facts.
Oh, baby, sugar, we had so much, and we didn't even get to the seeds and to the
Don't worry about
gardens,
it.
baby.
Don't worry about it. It'll be Black History all month.
That's true.
You got a couple more weeks. You
We
good.
got a few more days. We got
Don't be
18
mad
more
at
days,
us,
19 more days.
8100.
In fact, it could be Black History whatever we want
It's
to.
29 days this year, so we get
I
an
got an
extra
extra
day.
day.
Amen. Hallelujah.
An
But
extra
this
day
is
of
our
being
station.
myself.
We can do a Black
Oh,
History
for a
whenever we
whole
want to do
We
it.
could
It's
be
We
our
can do recordings and add them all throughout along with everything. You gotta remember that.
Download the app.
Gotta go 24 hours a day. They can listen to all kinds of things that we want to say. Thank you for allowing us to be able to produce PSAs, our own content, and this is just the beginning. HOH stands for Hope Overheard. Get at us, listen up to us, tell us how we can better the station. Get the app. The app has Anchor FM on there because we do have an area for all of this good stuff that she's talking about coming to you. So go ahead and support those that are doing something that you can just stand up and be proud of.
And I just want to say congratulations to HOH because, well, a lot of people don't know this was really a jump start. I've been in ministry for a long time, but this ministry, this family really embraced my gifts. And I say that because everybody ain't here for your multiple gifts, okay? But
We are.
yeah, and they gave me a home for that. And although I travel a lot and I can't participate every day, I literally am sitting in a space that was inside of Wendy's mind and her heart. And I think it is a beautiful thing to sit and witness your friends do beautiful things. So I'm so proud of you. I love you.
Amen.
Don't cry. Don't make
And
no
she
thank
can
you.
I can't.
Appreciate it.
And she can
too
cook,
hot for her
y'all.
to cry.
She can cook.
Wait a minute.
I can attest.
We only had them. Listen, it's 7
I ain't
o'clock.
bring no
but I
snacks.
didn't even get a chance to shade about this cake I never got.
Oh,
Doggone it.
God, Jesus.
Woo,
We coming
Father.
back with a caramel cake
That's
for
the
Wendy
one.
and
Oh, in
Okay.
Jesus' name, Lord, I thank you for this moment, this covering, this Monday, this magnificent feeling of you. Lord, bless it, cover it, reflect with us. Show us you in it. Until we meet again, we're never from your presence. And we love you. Bye for now,
Have a
family.
good day, guys.
Bye-bye.
Oh, love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. Prayer time is the right time. I'll see you soon.
Thanks for tuning in.
yes.